Also record to this computer. So I'm recording it live to my profile on Workplace. So if anybody's on the call, they can, or if they ask, it's on my personal profile.
Will do. We have time. Just think, oh no, probably don't.
Okay. There we are. And I just need that one last email. Okay. We ready?
Yep.
Let's do this. Let me share my screen. And that's the one. Okay, let me move people out of the way because I'm getting all confused looking at a whole bunch of people on this screen. So I'll move them to that screen. Okay. Okay, good morning. So if I'm looking in different directions, don't mind me because I got like 3 screens going and I want to make sure that I have the video so I can see everybody on one screen and the content is on the left. This way. That's why I'll be looking to the angle and I'm talking to you guys this way. So this is a training which is not approved through Century 21. This is one of my brokerage trainings that we do for our agents. And basically, we just want to make sure that if anybody is needing help, I figured, hey, if my agents or our agents, Miss and I, because we oversee 5 offices, are going to need to learn what they need to learn and they work for Century 21, of course, then it's going to benefit any agent in the franchise because basically the content we're going to talk about is marketing. What do you do to up your game in 2025? So I want to show you also I'm not sure if how many of you know that there's a special global campaign reveal that's happening at noon today. And I put it in the chat, but I am going to put it back in the chat again. So I got an email, just so you can see, from my brand ambassador. He said, hey, today is a huge opportunity to learn, opportunity for you to retain, recruit, and get your team pumped up on a new global marketing consumer advertising reveal. So they're doing something pretty neat or revealing the new step in marketing that's going to benefit brokerage level and our existing agents and retaining them and also for recruiting. And from my brand ambassadors, hey, share that link to whoever you're trying to recruit. We want, so Mitch, if there's people you're trying to recruit in the Fresno market, send them that link. Hey, I guys want you guys to jump on this webinar. We're revealing a brand new consumer marketing program that's coming out. I want you to check it out. We won't know what it's at until noon, but if they're putting that much of an emphasis, that means it's going to be something good. Okay, so we'll skip that one. So I was asking, and everybody knows AI is AI. There's nothing you can do about it. You're either going to embrace it or you're not going to use it and just fall on the wayside. And that's just the way it is. Because technically, even if you learned 5% that you didn't know yesterday on using AI for marketing, you are at an advantage, which is a huge advantage. Especially just using AI maybe to help you just create content. Like, hey, what do I post on social media? So I went in and number one thing I've always told everybody is the first thing you always, when you start a chat, you always say act as. Because it's a machine, it's a computer that has all this knowledge in the world. And if you just ask a question, it doesn't know, is it specific to this industry? Is it specific to this industry? So what I did is I went in and says, hey, I need you to act as the owner broker of the #1 Century 21 brokerage in the United States. Easy. So when I do that in the command in chat, and I'm going to tell you where this marketing plan comes in from. Now, ChatGPT, once I hit enter and put in the specifics, then after that, I says, you have been tasked to create a marketing plan for 2025 for Century 21 real estate agents, a plan that can be used in any market and by agents of all ages. Can you assist with that? Please write it in English. So that's basically what it is. Hey, I need a generic market plan You are the top broker. Now it puts a hat on as being the #1 brokerage owner in the United States. So now ChatGPT, because this conversation, it's acting as the #1 broker. So now every content that it's going to give me is related to it being regarding the #1 broker. Does that, hopefully that makes sense to everybody? So what it
Yep.
did is put this plan together, and I'm going to put it into the power. So I took the content from that into a PowerPoint. But basically what it said was, welcome to the Century 21 marketing plan for 25. As the owner and broker of the #1 Century 21 Brokerage in the United States, I am thrilled to share a dynamic and versatile strategy that can be applied across any market, designed to empower agents of all ages and experience level. You're like, whoa. So I'm using machine to put on a hat as a broker, top broker, and knowing it has all this data in the world and knows what's happened, past, future, everything, and to create a marketing plan for me of agents, for real estate agents for Century 21 of all age groups and experience levels. No, I'm telling you, I couldn't have come up with this myself. So in the marketing plan, of course, it says Damaco marketing plan. What it did, it says, hey, your 2025 marketing strategy should be built on 3 key pillars. 3 key, it says, if you're going to do it, and we've always talked about, me and Mitch in our brokerage, maximizing digital presence. It's free. Like, holy Moses, you got Instagram, you got TikTok, you got all of these platforms, Facebook, they're free. But most of us don't maximize it because we're posting content. We're just posting. We're hoping we post something and it sticks, but we're not targeting who we're trying to target or what demographic we're trying to target or what kind of client base we're trying to target. We're not doing that. The second thing it says, hey, you need to leverage local market expertise. I've talked about this forever. You want to become the local expert that if somebody says, huh, I'm looking to potentially sell my home, that somebody on the other side says, call Bob. That is what it is. Years ago, I was the chairperson for the Visair walked in Alzheimer for my area. We went from 12,000 4 years later to $72,000. Unbelievable. And it was just me and one other person from the Alzheimer Association. I raised $72,000 by myself. And now think about it. Everybody said, hey, I need, my mom's got Alzheimer. My dad's got, where can I get info? Everybody would say, call Bob. My phone would ring and said, hey, they told me to call you. I said, who asked you to call me regarding what? But because they thought I was a local expert. That's the same thing real estate agents need to do. When you're posting on social media or anything, post relevant content based on not your personal. Yes, personal is great, but you want to include information that's going to show people that you're an expert. And we're going to get into that. And the third one is super critical, is to elevate your client experience. You got to make it to where those clients are not going to forget you. So simple, it's a simple thing to do, but most people don't realize. Right now in my office, we're doing a mom drive, chrysanthemums. The proceeds, $15 a plant, the proceeds go to family services in my area, and those proceeds go to Karen's House, which is a facility that supports women that have been through domestic violence. So I told my agents, hey, get a couple of these, they're $15 each. Like, well, I don't know. I'm like, okay, you don't understand. That chrysanthemum will grow every year. I have mine in my backyard and they bloom every year. But you know who I'm going to remember? Myself, because I'm the one that planted it. Now imagine if Mitch brought that for me and I was a customer, and every year that chrysanthemum came back up for $15, I will remember him every year when I see that flower bloom. Or I have neighbors come by and say, oh, those are some beautiful plants. I'm like, well, I can't say my realtor got them for me because I bought them myself. So think about that, little things, okay? So we're going to break down each pillar into actionable steps. So here we go. Here we go. And so marketing objective is maximize your digital presence. I'm going to turn this way, get a little confusing looking. Leverage your local marketing expertise and elevate your client experience. Okay. That's what it is. So when you maximize your digital presence, what that basically means, digital in 2025, digital visibility is non-negotiable. It is. So those agents are out there that I don't want to use social media. I'm like, okay, well, if you're not going to get involved with digital marketing or digital presence, any kind of digital presence, you might as well just start paying for ads because there's no other way you're going to target 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people potentially for free. Okay, so whether, and like it says here, digital presence, it's includes social media, of course, paid advertising, content creation, and effective use of Century 21 technology. Right there. Effective use of Century 21 technology tools. We have a lot of tools, we just don't use them. That's the problem. So we're going to get into that one to see how can we change that up a little bit. The action plan for social media mastery basically says, hey, focus on Instagram, focus on Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, whichever one you want, and then tailor your content for each platform to engage daily. The big thing is you're not posting just a post, you're posting so I can get a response back. So I can engage with a customer and they're like, oh, wow, okay. Hey, so how did you do that? Or, hey, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, let me show you some more. Whatever it is, how are you going to figure out? The biggest thing, like it says here, now this is from a Century 21, number one Century 21 broker, ChatGPT, is telling everybody, says, hey, and I'm sorry if the slides keep changing, but it says content ideas, property tours. Remember when COVID happened, we were doing video tours ahead of open houses or during an open house because we couldn't get people in. I've told my realtors forever, and I told Mitz the other day too, I says, and we were talking about it a couple of weeks ago, I says, if I was a real estate agent, I was doing an open house from 11 to 12 or 11 to 1 or whatever the time frame is, I would canvas that area and I would go onto social media and I would says, hey guys, I'm going to do a sneak peek at 12:30 for this open house that I'm having at 1. So stay tuned. I'll be back at 12:30 p.m. 12:30, yeah, 12:30 p.m. or 10:30 a.m. or whatever time you're going to do it ahead of the open house. And I'm going to go live just to give you a sneak peek of this open house. So if you want to see more, come on down. So you're doing that to get potential engagement online that people may say, that's a neat looking house. I want to go see it. Because maybe I didn't know somebody that might be looking to buy and that might be the perfect home. Or at the same time, you canvass your neighborhood, the neighborhood that's there. And we were talking about this also and says, hey, knock on doors like we do, specific radius, and says, hi, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm not sure if you know, Mitch Matsunami owns a house at 6300 West Delaware Avenue. He asked me to invite our neighbors in the area to give a special tour to before I do the open house at 1. So if you know anybody looking to buy or sell a house or move into this neighborhood, you're welcome to invite them between 12 and 1, and we're going to do a special tour just for them before I have the traditional open house open up at 1. Something above and beyond. Now, those clients are going to love the heck out of you. Now all the neighbors are like, oh, okay, great. Oh, Mitch sent you over. Oh, great. Now those neighbors are going to know who the heck you are. So like, wow, that was kind of nice of that agent to do that. Because when I bought my house, I realtor didn't go knocking at the neighbor's house, etc. What else can you put on social media? Market update. Post weekly updates on your local real estate market using infographics. So charts, I think CAR has data, right, Mitz?
Yep.
CAR has a
Sure
good
do.
data. So anywhere you can get data that you can post and says, hey, did you know there are 248 homes for sale this week in Visalia only? Or did you know, etc. And you post it and you get somebody to reply and ask a question back and forth. And then the big one is educational post. Sharing tips for first-time home buyers, investor insights, and DIY home improvement ideas. Those are cool too. So if you are in a home that needs to be fixed up a little that you're going to sell, why not take advantage of creating little, hey, did you see this before and after? because maybe they're redoing the kitchen before they put it on the market. You're like, perfect. You know what? I'm going to come in right before we do the demo on the kitchen, and I'm going to take some pictures, and we're going to take some pictures throughout. So when the property gets ready to get sold, I am going to use that content on social media to show them what it looked like before and after. And hopefully somebody says, that looks really nice. Let's go take a look at it, because they're intrigued. They want to see, oh my God, and maybe we're looking to do the same thing. Maybe we can ask the realtor when we get there, who did he use? And by the way, at least they're going to talk to me as if I'm the realtor, or if Mitch is a realtor and I'm interested in how they did it, I'm going to ask him, hey, by the way, do you know who you used? I can absolutely give you his information. And if you need anybody else that does paint, drywall, concrete, sheetrock, whatever you need, I have a list. So just let me know. And here's my card. I'm not asking them if they're looking to buy, sell. I'm not trying to see if they're working with a realtor. I'm just saying, if you need help with services, I have people. Okay. And then make sure you use hashtags and engagement. Use hashtags such as Century 21, local realtor, hashtag first time home buyer, home sweet home, fix and flip, etc. So it's giving you ideas on what to do. Good so far? Mitch, are we
Bob,
good?
before you switch slides, can I interrupt you really quick?
Yes.
Yeah, and that property tours, what is the gentleman's name? Remember you took his photo when we went to the 121. He's got Tuesday mornings. He always has
Mike
a
Ferrante?
Zoom meet. Yes,
Mike
Mike
Ferrante?
Ferrante. The other day he was talking about property tours, and he said there's a a door knocking technique that he uses that he never gets any negative feedback from. He'll say, "Hey, I'm doing an open house down the street for Mr. So and so, your neighbor." He said exactly what you said about inviting people over, maybe the sellers or the buyers, or if you know anybody. But he says if you say the gentleman's name or the homeowner's name, they're never going to reject you or give you a hard time because you're doing your job on behalf of his neighborhood. And I thought that was a beautiful remark and everything. And I'm going to start using it when I have to do my next open house. So
Well,
just
you know what?
wanted to, before you.
Exactly. It's 10 times better than going and knocking on a door. Oh, I'm doing an open house down the street. Okay. I mean, I get people doing that in my house, and I'm like thinking to myself, you don't know the owner's name? It would have been a little bit more personal if they would have said, I'm doing an open house for Mitz down the street at 6300. And I'm like, oh, I
Mhm.
didn't know Mitz was selling his home.
Yeah,
But
those
it's
little tweaks help a lot.
just that little personal touch that says, wow, okay.
Mhm.
Because every other person, I bet you, if they're knocking on homes, letting everybody know in the area that they're doing an open house, are never mentioning the owner's name.
Yep. Yep.
Probably not. So that is it. So social media mastery is one thing. It just little things. If somebody's not using social media, you know what? Even if you did one video tour and it posted a little market update, it's better than you doing nothing. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, this one nobody wants to talk about. I don't know why I don't know why everybody hates website and SEO. So, but you got to make sure that you keep your agent websites updated with new listings, client testimonials, and blog posts. So let's do the first part. Updated with new listings. That's a no-brainer. It does it automatically. So as long as you got the widget that says, featured properties or whatever it is automatically done. So you already done 30% of the battle right here is done. If you install the Real Size Fight widget, guess what? You just took care of 2/3 of it by installing the Real Size Fight. Even if you just did that, they're scrolling and seeing testimonials. And if you're not doing blog posts, it's okay. You're still working on getting your website together, because most people, the bad thing about a blog post, I'm telling you right now, if you're going to create one and do a blog, and make sure you maintain it. Don't create a blog post and create one blog, and then 6 months later, you haven't done another blog. Because honestly, I would just reverse out of your website and go find another realtor. Because you did a post and you never manage it, never maintained it, never created another one. So if you're going to start it, you got to figure out, okay, you know what? Let me start this. Let me do a blog post once a month. If you need help, let me know. Reach out to me, because I got an amazing, I actually do. An amazing prompt for AI that you can actually just put in the keyword. It'll create the entire blog post for you. It's phenomenal. So you're gonna have to reach out to me, because I don't give his stuff away for free. So reach out. I mean, I'll give it to you for free, but I'm just saying we don't have enough time here. Okay, so keep your website, focus on SEO, search engine optimization. So basically what that means is if you created a blog post or put content on your website, make sure it's optimized. It has the relevant keywords. It has the best realtor in Visalia or home for sale in Clovis, California, because that is what people are going to be Googling. So you want to use those type of keywords within your article. And like I said, those of you that are on the call, if you want to learn how to use this prompt that I have, message me. We'll get on a Zoom call. I'm going to teach you how to create blog posts. It's really cool. And it's basically foolproof. Okay, so we're going to do that one. Paid advertising. I'd be lucky if I can get most agents currently at the moment, the way the market is, to do paid advertising. But I did, Mitch and I looked at Moxie. Which one's on Moxie? Moxie Promote is
Yeah.
good, but I think Boost is actually better at the moment. The reason why is Boost will, through 21 Online, through Productivity Hub, Boost will let you create the ad starting at $39, but it'll allow you to pick the zip codes. So I could have a listing in Visalia, which is a high-end property, which is 3 hours away from San Francisco. And I could decide I want to boost that listing or that ad and give it San Francisco zip codes, which is pretty powerful because I know that probably the $1 million buyers are probably in the Bay Area, if that's, depending on your market, of course. So then if I'm going to create an ad, why not boost it and target those individuals that got the money instead of everybody in my neighborhood that probably don't have the money for $1 million listing? So that's where I like Boost
Yep.
better. Do you have any preference, Mitch, on Boost versus Promote?
For, when we were on Zap and everything, I think they had the photograph of one of my listings as one of the examples because I had this 8 bedroom, 8,500 square foot house that got 150 inquiries on it. And that was a ton. It was really hard to, answer everybody back, but it was really cool. On the flip side, if you boost something that's really kind of not so nice and is requiring a lot of work, that's the other one that gets a lot of hits when you boost it up. So just my preference. So, yeah.
Got it. On website SEO, also we have paid advertising, of course. And then the big one that it says is that we need to do a better job of leveraging the Century 21 technology. I mean, we have the MoxieWorks suite for CRM, the automated marketing. We have the client follow-up if we set up the Moxie Engage the way it's supposed to be doing, like auto-enable birthday reminders, houseversary reminders, anniversary reminders. Now you have the ability to retarget in the future your clientele now, and then promoting your listing through 21 online digital marketing like Boost, and optimizing your presence on Zillow, Realtor.com, Trilio, and then of course optimizing your real satisfied profile, because I can look at most of my agents' real satisfied profiles, they're not updated. So Real Satisfied has added other categories in there, and you guys should actually go back and visit those. And when it talks about leveraging the Century 21 technology, it's basically saying to use MoxieWorks Suite for your CRM, automated client follow-up, promote your listings through the digital marketing. Exactly pretty much what I said. And the key also is if you have a Google My Business listing, is reviews, reviews, reviews. Hands down, your reviews will help you skyrocket your Google listing. So remember that one when you get there. Then we're talking about leveraging Century 21 technology, which we just did. We're going to go over to leveraging local market expertise. So what AI said, it says, hey, this is what you should maybe try. Neighborhood Spotlight. So create a series of posts and videos highlighting different neighborhoods. So if there's a specific neighborhood that has a specific feature, do a video. Hey guys, did you know that Lions Park is located right off Riggin and Shirk, Northwest Visalia, one of the most highly desirable neighborhoods. And then let me check out this beautiful area right across the street from a brand new elementary school. Whatever you want to showcase, talk about, discuss it because it makes you look like a local expert. That's the whole idea. They want to think about you or say, you know what? Just call Shanna. She knows what she's talking about. We'll just throw her under the bus right now. So that's what you want to do. You want to also discuss lifestyles, local amenities, schools, and market trends. Because my agents always ask me, I don't know what to post. Like, dude, look at all this. What do you mean you don't know what to post? Collaborate with a local business for mutual promotion. Collaborate with a coffee shop, a gym, or a restaurant. Hey, did you know that Mitt's Chinese restaurant down the street on Palm is having a special today? Hey, Mitt's, can you tell them what special you're having for the public for Thanksgiving week? And then put the owner on there, but you're the one doing it as a real estate agent, bringing business to that restaurant owner. So help your community increase exposure, which is really, really cool. It's going to actually increase your business. Then look at doing, if you have time, hosting local events like charity runs, cleanups, school events, and it doesn't need to cost money. It really doesn't. It could be like just putting, we bought toy bins or trash bins, wood one, I mean, cardboard style that people use for toy bins, $100 for 10. I put stickers on that said toy drive, clothes drive, socks, and pajamas. And they're sitting in my lobby, and the agents are taking pictures, putting them online. So now the agents are promoting doing a clothing drive, jacket drive, blanket drive, toy drive. Of course, it's bringing exposure to the agents. And the agents, of course, if they're out and about, says, hey, would you mind donating a gift card? We're doing a drive to support Karen's house that helps victims of domestic violence, but a lot of times there's teenagers there and we can't just give them toys. So maybe a gift card would be great to come out, take, whatever you want, whatever, however you want to phrase it. That's cool. But community involvement is going to be huge. And then share monthly market reports tailored to specific neighborhoods, data averages, recent sales. Of course, you can get that in the MLS, data-wise, right, Mitz? Yes.
Yep.
And then position yourself as a go-to agent for local market insights by hosting monthly webinars, Q&A sessions. This is the easiest thing you can do with Zoom. I can get on Zoom and let's say my local loan officer, Jeremy's free. Hey, Jeremy, can we get on once a month on Zoom for about an hour and we'll go Facebook Live and do a Q&A session and talk about mortgage rates? Yeah. So then you start your Zoom call, you get on, say, hey guys, this is Bob with Century 21. I have Jeremy Engel here today. He is with Barrow Mortgage, and we are going to be talking about interest rates. So let me hand it over. So now you already just started a Zoom call, introduce yourself, took about 1 or 2 minutes, hand it over to Jeremy, let him talk about market updates. And while he's doing that, you're monitoring the chat for conversations. And then when it's over, it says, hey, Jeremy, thank you again. And then by any chance, if any of you guys need any help, I said, Jeremy's phone number is ba, 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 ba. And if you're looking for a real estate agent, give me a call. My phone number is 559-300-9101.
God, Bob, did you listen in our conversation yesterday? That's a verbatim what Sandra was talking about in our book club. So
I didn't listen in. She probably took my idea. So you guys are always taking my ideas.
yeah.
So what you do is
Awesome.
you got to figure out how to do it because I mean, I tell my agents too, I said, look, you don't know what to post, but we got lenders, we got title companies, we got escrow officers, we got all of these freaking vendors, pest control, termite. Oh my God, this is the best time to talk about pest control and all that. Get one of them on a Zoom call and then post it. Go live on social media with it. You're going to have so much fun. Those guys are going to remember you because you're helping them increase their business. Of course, they're going to remember you. But it's content. It makes you look like a local expert and it's free. Even with a free Zoom account, you can go, what, 40 minutes? So you could have a 30-minute session. Hey guys, this is Bob. We're back here Monday mornings, and you give it a nice little title and a 30-minute Zoom live every Monday, and Zoom's free. So it's not costing you $1. So give that a try. And let's see what else we got in this list that I have. Additional marketing. Now, this is the other one. Email marketing. Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is Moxie. Are we going to utilize some of the marketing material that's already in there to send it out using email campaigns to nurture, of course, keeping clients informed of new listings, of course, it has that information. Keeping clients informed of new listings, market trends, of course, that's neighborhood news. Wow, we don't have to pay for these tools. That's pretty wicked. The upcoming events, that's a little bit different. We'd have to create a custom one. Of course, it says segment your email list. Of course, you got groups in Moxie Engage, so segment them out: buyers, sellers, investors. Invest in professional video for key listings. Of course, we use Juan Carlos. He owns
Mm-hmm.
365 Drone Media. In the vice, most of my agents use him from Fresno to Bakersfield, which is almost a 250-mile spread between the two offices. And he does the drone video footage, everything. So most of the agents utilize him because it shows the clients that you care about getting their listing sold, and I'm going to invest the dollars. Plus, it's huge on repeat business. Then you walk around with your cell phone that's probably 5 years old. That doesn't do the best quality. Drone footages are great because if you get the permission from the owner, guess what? You can put that into a Moxie Present. Moxie Present is free. So now you create a custom page in Moxie Present and you add a drone footage and say, hey, by the way, Mr. Seller, so when we list your home, I'm going to get 365 media drone to come out to do a video. So just to check out the quality, take a look at the video below, and you're going to see the type of quality of work we're going to do for you in listing your property. However you want to phrase it. Or create short educational videos that answer common real estate questions. What to know before buying your first home. Hey guys, so this is Bob again for our weekly tip of the day. So question this time was what to know before you buy your first home. And then you answer that question. And then, hey, everybody out there. So if you have any specific questions, you want me to do a video out there and bring it out, message me. Now you got people messaging you about topics they want to learn. And it's free. I'm not sure how to launch a referral program because we don't want to get into incentives, past clients, etc. So we're gonna leave that one alone.
Hey Bob, hold it right there. There's
What's that?
a question. Shanna had a comment. They just went over Brand Studio this morning with the team and they have an auto poster. I imagine that's auto posting for social media. Is that correct,
Yes,
Shanna?
that is yes, it is. I forgot the name of it. Live? No, live retail? No. I'll go
Well,
in
while
there.
you're looking for it, the book we're reading is Krista Mayshore's How to Sell 100 Properties a Year. And what Bob was talking about the short videos, I think is what she really has made her claim to fame for. While people are, waiting for their coffee or, waiting for their clients to show up, or actually not just real estate agents, but just people in general, they're actually looking at those short 1 minute videos on social media. I mean, the long 30-minute ones, yeah, when you're sitting at home or going to sleep, yeah, maybe you can watch those, but those short, informational videos are how she got recognized. And she says she just walks down the street and people come up to her because she's saturated her particular market where she's from. And I think that's genius. So just good content. And she said, don't be afraid to put it out there. The people that have seen her on her blogs and on her what is that called? Podcast. They said she's very informal, but very recognizable, I guess. Anyway, while Bob's looking, I thought I'd just bring that up.
I'm just trying
Great
to
book.
waiting to sign in. It's having a little difficulty. There you go. So we go to Brand Studio. Did you know you have an auto poster, Mitz?
I did not. I'm sorry.
Shannon, when you get a chance, can you yell at him?
I get plenty from Bob. Okay, Shannon, I don't need any more.
So they did redo this entire layout right here. And what they are, you also can, did you know that you can create email signatures?
Oh, wow.
You can create that or generate a code. You put it into your Google Gmail account and you're creating custom email signatures.
Oh, how
So
cool.
yeah, so much for you being my tech assistant that doesn't know these new tools are rolling out.
Hey, man. The number one question I get is where are all the logos?
So when you do this part right here, you're filling all the blanks and then you say copy the HTML and add that into your Gmail signature button, and this will actually pop up all clickable. So, and then the funny thing is a lot of people are spending a couple of dollars a month for this. They're paying money to do this, and this is free.
Wow.
Yeah, you just upload your picture, add the information, copy the HTML code, add it into your, or copy the signature, paste it into your Gmail, into the signature box. And now that'll show up right there with all these links are all linkable.
How cool.
Because most of us create in Canva. Well, you can't click on any of that stuff. So that is what that part is. Let me go back to Brand Studio to the beginning. So that's your email signature. There's 4 different layouts you can do. But post directly to social media. You see that one, Mitz?
Oh, there it is, huh?
Post directly to social media. So if you click on that one, these are the posts that it's going to create, and you can link your social media account and set up the social media auto poster.
Wow.
When you set that up, it'll actually post all of this to you automatically. So you can schedule it. Like, oh, I want to change, like, if it's related to headlines, recruiting, new office, if it's related to, this is Century 21. Oh, here, what would you pick? Which would you pick? It'll load, you set up exactly how you want, and you go post, tie it to your Facebook account, and then you post it. But there's also an auto poster when you go here. I'll let you play with that. So we'll have you schedule a training session next week. How's that?
Very funny. Shannon should do it.
We could have Shanna on the call. Why not? She can be a
I,
special guest, VIP. Right,
that
Shanna?
would be cool.
Okay, got it. We'll take care of that one. Holidays, see, it does recruiting, holidays and events, and then the social auto poster is right here. This is the calendar, and I'll show you all the events that's happening, even though it says 2022. They show you the calendar, and see,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
you check every single one that you want, and you hit auto poster, and it'll automatically schedule it. And every holiday, it'll just post those for you onto your own social media account.
Oh, that is like cheating, man.
Yeah, look, they're all the way up to 2025 fall back a
Hmm.
year. Look at this. It's a whole for a whole year. There's no reason any agent can't set that up.
Yeah.
You auto post it and boom, you're done. So, okay, let's get back to. Okay, so the other thing AI said when we told it to be a top agent, it said, of course, there's email campaigns, segment your email list. Of course, we got to know who your buyers, sellers, and etc. We already talked about this, but what the unique thing it came out with is said, hey, here's your budget. I didn't know I was going to do that. I used AI to do it. It says, okay, this is your 2025 marketing breakdown. 25% of your budget, no matter what your budget is. So if you decide, Mitz, that for every transaction I do, I'm going to set $1,000 aside. Let's say $1,000 is not a lot for advertising and marketing. Technically, most companies use 20, 30, 40% of their budget. But let's say you're like, okay, I'm going to put 10% aside for advertising and marketing and 10% for technology. Maybe I need to upgrade my laptop, my phone and stuff, but at least I have it set aside, which most agents do. Then it says out of that $1,000 a month, if you set it aside, 25% of it should focus on Instagram and Facebook ads. So you're going to spend $250, let's say, doing ads to boost your presence on social media. You're going to spend 20% of that budget, let's say $200, doing listing videos and client testimonials. Video testimonials. If you're going to sponsor anything in the community, 15%. I'm going to sponsor a Little League and put a sign out there. I don't know, a little baseball team, whatever it is. SEO content creation, local SEO is 15%. But if you learn how to do it, you can do it yourself. So you're saving 15%. Okay. 10% on email marketing, newsletters, drip campaigns. We already have Moxie Engage. Now, 10% could be you're like, well, I also have MailChimp because I want to create my own content. So that could go in towards that. Referral programs, gifts and incentives. Could be like maybe I'll put that 10% away. So every year when I have a past client that's there, a houseversary, I got money set aside to buy him a gift because they'll remember me every year. I'll remember to get him something. So to remind him, hey, this is your 5th house anniversary. Congratulations. And then miscellaneous opportunities, 5%. And that was AI came up with after putting this entire marketing, said this is how you should budget. Some
Well, that's
people
pretty
only
cool.
have $200 a month. Okay, they're like, okay, so that means 25% of that is $50. At least they can do one Instagram or Facebook ad. But this is just coming out there. So at the end of the day, this is what it told me as being the top broker. It says the Century 21 marketing plan for 2025 is designed to be adaptable and effective, no matter your market experience level, by focusing on a strong digital, local expertise, and delivering exceptional client service. Those are the 3 keys. You'll be well positioned for a successful year. Start implementing these, attend upcoming trainings. Of course, we know how that goes, and connect with your office's marketing coordinator for personalized support, which would be you. And that's what it came up with.
That's really cool. I like
If,
that percentage thing. That is amazing.
if you really think of it, um, it's right. I mean, if you really look at the whole thing, maximize your digital preference, free. Leveraging local market expertise, free. Elevate client experience technically could be free, but we don't do it.
Hmm.
And it's free.
Hmm.
It's like, oh my God, the first 2 are 100% free. You could talk about local expertise from A to Z. Every time something goes wrong with a property and the sheetrock's falling apart, or this wasn't fixed right on the kitchen, let me show you how the right way to fix it is. By the way, you know what? This sink doesn't look the way it's supposed to, but I realized, but I got an expert right over here. He's going to fix this. So stay tuned. I'm going to add a picture later on how we fix this, whatever it is, but nobody makes time. The problem is nobody's making time to learn. In their
True.
schedule, they should have time set aside every week for education.
Bob, this is kind of weird, but like I posed this to Sandra yesterday when we were in the book club. We have all these tools, this AI to help us create the right, advertisements and lead us the correct way. But so do the consumers. The consumers are probably asking Gemini or, ChatGPT, what are the questions that I need to ask a real estate agent to see if they're worthy of my listing? And, the utilization of digital marketing is, I'm sure, number one. And we all have to be prepared to answer that question.
I
So,
agree.
yeah, I mean, you would
Jen,
make a
I,
great real estate agent, Bob.
Jen, I unmuted you. Do you have any feedback for us?
Um, no, I guess we were just talking about the brand studio because the marketing, meeting is coming out today. And to me, I think it's a little simpler to use and it's something that everybody can use. So, especially like the carousel for the properties, they can schedule those as well. So, we just had a lot of good feedback about it.
Yeah, and it's just getting the agents to use it. I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't cost you anything. Spend about 10, 15 minutes just getting in there and then just do it. And once you like the auto poster, once you set it, for a whole year, it's doing it on your
Yeah.
It's a no
No,
brainer.
I think a lot of people, when you start talking about marketing, they automatically assume that it's going to cost them something. And so I feel like half the battle a lot of times is getting them to realize like you don't have to pay anything extra for these things. You already have them here. It's just a matter of sitting down. If you take one day and 2 hours, in that day, you can do a whole month's worth of stuff and be done with it. And it doesn't cost you anything.
Are you going to be
Actually, you
attending
guys
the
are
call at noon?
Huh?
Are you attending the call at noon?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm kind of curious to see what that announcement is because
I know.
yeah, it's going to be huge. I know they were looking at ramping up marketing, especially to generate leads, brokerage down to
Mhm.
brokerage level. And I think this is probably, I'm hoping it's part of it because it says it's going to benefit agents all the way down to
Yeah.
agents. So I'm really curious at noon. So, well, does anybody else have any questions that's on this call? I've unmuted, asked, unmute all of
Karen
you.
has a question, Bob.
Go ahead.
She was saying if you can share the link to watch the noon event.
Absolutely, I can. It is right there in the chat. I just posted it. Just click on the link, just register, and you'll get an invite. And it's right at noon.
Thank you, Bob. I just wanted to say thank you. I enjoy these sessions that you offer to share with us.
Oh, we
And
try.
you're-
I figured I got to do it for my agents, and I might as well. If my agents don't show up, at least I know Shannon will show up. So I have this.
Yes.
Call.
I miss it when you're not on.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, you know what, if we have whatever content we're teaching my agent, it's relevant to everybody in the franchise.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're
Hi.
welcome. Feel free to reach out anytime too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing else going on, you guys have an amazing day, and hopefully I'll see most of you on the noon call. Bye. Thanks, Anna.
Thanks.
Bye,
Thanks,
Karen.
everybody. Bye.